Hello, folks. Can you smell what the cheese is cooking? The cheese are really something intelligent. I look how weird because, like, it's dark. It's like, basically it's after midnight. I've been getting sun all week. I'm basically just making this video, so anybody that cares, not that nobody cares or anything, I'm not saying anything bad about anybody really, but again, anybody that cares, no, I am just fine. Everything is fine for me. Clarity really has a way of bringing an understanding and things like that, of that nature. I'm not really going to address anything that happened today in particular because I have no need for that. You're always going to deal with haters or confused people. Like, the devil is everywhere anyways, but it doesn't mean that I'm paranoid. It's just this is like the society we live in. Preachers can tell you that. I can tell you that. I'm not a preacher, but I kind of am, I guess. I'm just not an ordained minister. Like, I can't wed somebody, but I'm the eyes of God, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, we're not going to go there. I'm not here to marry anybody. That's just Facebook. I don't know what the hell this is. Just some video. That might be YouTube. Yeah, that's a YouTube video. Anyways, I have no idea what the hell that is. Yeah, it's something about. Anyway, I'm just trying to use my flashlight here. Because again, it is 12:27 on Friday night. So, anyways, oh come on, like I didn't have enough light, or I haven't had enough light. I'm outside because me and the kids got back home. We had, we always have fun, regardless of anything. Anyways, I was making a, late night dinner. We've just been busy with things all week. It's been a busy week. Anyways, I'm not a hateful or mean-spirited person. I don't do things out of hate for anyone. I'm just, I'm cooking on the grill right now. Anyways, like I said, I'm good. The more clarity comes to you when you understand what's going on. When somebody's mean, sometimes it's because they feel like you did something to them. But if you didn't actually do anything to them, then that's why you're going to feel like, well, why are they being so mean? But then when you get some kind of understanding, it's like, oh, okay, well, views are like a problem. But I'm not here talking about politics, because it's not politics, but it's like religion kind of is these days. Religion is crazy. Let's just say, just the only thing I'm going to say is, I don't know when or where I'll be going to church in the future. I'm not, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to talk about church, okay? I haven't done anything to anybody at all. I feel maybe just a tiny bit victimized because I spoke up I made a YouTube video. YouTube, not Facebook. I made a YouTube video the other day because from a series of different things I've seen different people, and these are people I watched on YouTube and other aspects of regarding religion and stuff. Here, I'll let you take a look at the food I'm making. There's other food in the oven and stuff like that, but yeah, baby. Just some Italian sausage patties. I got the corn on the grill, like in a little pot. Then I'm gonna make the rice on the other side. This grill is nice. It's got a little, what you call it, on the side. You can't really see it. See right there. Anyways, there's a little burner on the side as well. So once that and then cover it up or whatever. Anyways, I just figured I would do this while I'm making food. So again, I'm not really here to speak about religion. Like I said, I wanted to make this video so people know that I'm okay. I'm not going to get into details. If you was around me today when something happened, then you know I was a little upset. And again, I didn't understand what was going on so much. I just felt like whatever. I thought people could see me as a person. I felt like well, it's not I thought. I mean, I know I kind of showed, I am a religious person. I'm not doing things maliciously. So, and again, I never attacked or targeted any one person or place specific of any such. Because if that's the case, I would be talking about people from YouTube. Okay, so again, and now it makes a little bit of sense why sometimes I've reached out to certain people on YouTube, religious people, and they didn't get back to me, because some people have very strict values of these things, and that's what it is. But mine, I'm basically looking from a standpoint. I look at the old ways, I look at the new ways. I'm not on. There's so much corruption and bull. That's all I'm saying. I feel like God has chosen me to look at things a little bit deeper. Everything I've gone through in life, I haven't taken for granted, and I've used these things, it's like a tool, a learning tool. You learn, how you learn from your mistakes, but you also learn from when people hurt you as well. I'm not even talking about specifics today. I'm talking about anything, anywhere, because that's how you're supposed to be. But anyway, back to, I just really wanted you guys, anybody who cares, to know I'm okay. And if you hate me or you think I'm a joke, well, you might want to check yourself, because I wasn't making a joke of anybody. You understand that? I bet a judge could even say the same thing. Yeah, judge, you see it, and so you want to sue me, whatever. I'm not talking bad about anybody, and that's the truth. I haven't said anything about anybody specifically. Even with, like I said, with YouTube, there's religious people who speak on that, and I look up to what they say, but my ideas about, I don't think that gay people are going to go to hell. I think that anybody, if you're good, and you have to do good things. But I think that sometimes gay people don't want to be with the opposite sex for whatever reason, because maybe they were either molested or raped or whatever. You don't know what they've gone through in their life, for one thing. But anyways, that's not our personal business. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's so many things that's old school. We don't know about everything. And then my daughter made me think about this today. She said about what language did Jesus speak in English and all. Like, she said, what language? I'm like, well, it's Hebrew. So it made me think about that some things could have been mistranslated with the Bible. Plus, you have to think that people, they take things and they manipulate that. And I understand how, I could look like that kind of a person, but no. I'm saying, I'm not throwing all this mess around. I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to brainwash anybody, and I'm not saying anybody specifically is. I'm saying that hurting people, let's say some gay people go to your church, anybody's church, and you don't believe that it's okay for them to be gay, how do you think that makes them feel? You know what I'm saying? You make them feel bad, like they're doing something wrong. It's not the same thing as like alcoholism and all this other kind of bad things that actually hurt you. I don't know. If you want to talk about gay people, well, what is the actual specifics that is hurting? Educate people, or it's just. But honestly, I think that you should start off by making people feel welcome in your church, and then like it just accepts people. And this is any church that is against it, because like again, all this new school stuff is crazy, but it's also, like I said, there's a crazy in old school and new school. I explained on my other video that I'm an 80s baby. I was born 84, and so I kind of look at things a little bit differently in this world. Like, something about my generation there, it's like we've seen some of the things of old school, good classic things, and family and life and enjoyment of life, and how things are a lot different now. But it's not like this brand new how things are, and kids can't go out and play and all this other stuff. It's, you know what I mean? It's crazy to think about everything. And then there's so much bad in the old school too. Because I watched 2020 and all these other things, like, you know what I mean? If you were watching 2020 last week, I missed it this week. I forgot to program it. Anyway, I need to flip these freaking burgers. So oh, it smells so good. That's why when I started the video, I was like, can you smell it? The cheese is cooking. Yeah, I'm not The Rock. I'm not Dwayne. Anyway. Oh yeah. So the water is ready, as I was speaking before. Water is ready for the rice. Again, this is me showing people that whatever, if you have a problem or not, if you think something is wrong with me, yes, I'm pregnant, I get a little emotional, but again, when you don't know what's going on, you don't know why people have a problem with you all of a sudden for, whatever reason, because we don't even have to speak on what the reason is or why, or, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not a social media whore. I'm not. I make music. My YouTube was started in March 2020 specifically to put my music out there. And then right when it started, like within a month, all the pandemic stuff hit. So then I was using it as a vessel to continue to record music and actually record it, because I go to the studio. I've been going to the studio in the library downtown since 2016, recording music. So, anyway, I believe in God. I believe I'm doing the right thing. I'm putting my message, what I believe, out there. I am a good person. I'm not a spiteful or hateful person. I'm trying to help when I speak out on my opinions and my values and stuff. Like I said, I am trying to bridge the gap. Not hard. But again, it helps to know what the hell is going on. I just felt like today I was attacked as a woman and devalued. And I guess I kind of was, basically, but I just didn't know. I didn't understand why. I didn't know that apparently somebody's seen my video, and that, but, because nobody said anything. Is just, anyways, we're not going to go there, because I'm not here to talk bad about people. I'm here to talk about me, and that I'm okay, and that, whatever. It's just crazy. Again, these are my opinions, okay? My opinion. I'm not saying any specific people or person. That's it. I'm not talking bad about people. Again, my opinion. Again, though, if you don't make me feel welcome, I'm not going to come around, and that's it. Honestly, one person in specific, I And I'm not saying everybody else is terrible or nothing, because there's a lot of great people. When you're around great people, you're around great people, period. I'm not even trying to bash anybody, but, you know, if you have God, you have God, and if there was no problems, there's no problem. But when other people make it a problem, then you're not going to be around them. I know that, like I said, I understand the powerlessness at times when people attack others, because I kind of went through that recently, where I couldn't help my friends that I helped for years. I helped them, but then I couldn't any longer, and I was like stuck in the middle of that. And then it's like there's this little kind of hatred. I don't hate anybody. No, I'm good. Because you know how rice works, right? Once it's boiling, and once you put the rice in, you don't want to leave it up high. Again, can't stress this enough, or basically just point out the fact that I am pregnant, and I know I'm a little emotional. I just want to make that clear for anybody and everybody who's got anything funny to say about me. Again, this video is to address that I was emotional today. I was just sad and crying. But we don't even have to talk about why, because it doesn't matter. This video is to show people that I'm fine. You know, if people hurt you, or you feel hurt, and as a woman, I feel like I'm not taken seriously at times. Society, I was speaking on this the other day. I spoke on, like I said, gay people in church. I spoke on several different things. You know, me, myself, just like a lot of people that, you know, we all know plenty enough gay people, and they can be your friends, whoever, they can be your family. Do you want them to feel hurt and not be able to go to a church? Are they doing anything wrong other than in some people's views that they shouldn't be gay or something? But again, society is racist. It's like a lot of, it's just not saying everybody is, but I'm just saying, because this is the truth, and the truth has to be told. If you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. My children are mixed. It's not that I wouldn't never give a white man a chance in a relationship, but in my life now, it's not, like, what my point is that I've been single since 2016 because I have been traumatized with relationships. A lot of it has been with all the problems of society, and, you know, like, so you could be like kind of a victim if you're not careful, if you don't have a good solid family strength. And I mean, you have to be as independent as possible, but you also have to protect your family. Make sure, I know I look funny with this like shadow here, but whatever, I don't care. It just looks like weird, but anyway, everything is good here. Looking for food. What's wrong with that? Anyway, these are things that need to be addressed and spoke up on. And that's it, you know, it's just, I don't see the problem. If you look at me like a joke, or you can't take what I'm saying seriously, then you seriously have problems. And you have to you're the one who has to look at yourself in the mirror. You can laugh and joke, but you're really sad and crying inside. Nothing is funny about torturing others. Nothing is funny about racism. Nothing is funny about sexism. Nothing is funny about capitalism benefiting while others have to struggle and be in pain in a lot of ways. But anyways, I understand everything about Jesus and suffering, but that doesn't mean that it's okay to make others suffer, to crucify others like this. Like, no. The fact that Jesus has done that for us is great, yes. I will not argue with that. But you can't just sit there and act like that's okay to hurt others. So again, going back to the whole idea about gay people, trans people, whatever, if you have a problem, like, I don't think it's a bad thing to be different, have a different mindset. If you are a good person, then you're a good person. Some people do need help with faith, and a lot of churches teach that, and that's good. But if you can't be open-minded enough to accept people, then that's a problem, right? Again, I am not a minister, like I was not ordained or any of that stuff, but this is just all God here. Like, I've always been a good person. I try. I never said I was perfect. I do make music. I feel like God has told me to cuss sometimes, like, so people, like they say in the Bible, that speaking a language they can understand you, right? I know you guys have seen that somewhere. Anybody's seen that, and whatever. Feel free to let me know if you have or you haven't. But I have. Again, I've been through things, and God has helped me through it. The more you go through, Jesus can help you. You keep them there. Get right through all this. I'm not like coming out of nowhere with some crazy talk. And that's the whole idea. I don't know. I was just a little surprised when I really realized I didn't realize what happened exactly earlier. I just thought, oh, I'm a girl and I'm not being taken seriously once again, or whatever. And again, I'm pregnant, so it's just anyway, it's all good. I do feel a little bit better that I see the truth. Even though the truth is always good. I've been through enough in my life, like, a lot of stuff doesn't really, it's just like, again, it's just that when you feel like people are good, I'm not going to say people are bad. I mean, yeah, people just, they need to see the light sometimes. That's all I'm really going to say regarding things. Not the problem though. I know that. So just so all you people know, I think that if you really want to get a good sense of who I am, yeah, you can check out my Facebook, but you probably want to check out my YouTube. The Taste of Buffalo, okay? Check out my videos from the Taste of Buffalo. This is what I'm about, is like, I don't think that I'm doing anything wrong. I have videos on Facebook from the Taste of Buffalo, but I also have videos where I put on my YouTube, and then I obviously post it on Facebook after that, but anyways, it's all, yes, it's social media, but again, I said this before, I'm not a social media whore. I post things that are going to help the people, anybody who's interested. It's interesting things I try to teach people. And again, I just want to say that I'm sorry that I won't be coming around with certain people. I know that if you're good people, you're good people, and if you don't have a problem with me, or like you understand, then you understand, but I don't have a problem with all you good folks that I know you're good at heart and you truly care, and again, you get caught in the middle of this crap, just like that happened to me with, like I said, my friends not that long ago, you know. But again, my friends didn't have to hurt me, but I don't hate them or anything, and that's the point. Like, I was never bashing them or turning against them. I don't know. I'm not putting people on the spot. If people act like they don't want to be bothered, then I go about my business, basically. So, I don't know. Like, that was kind of the situation with my friends just after something. Like, anyways, you see, I don't put my business out there like that, and I don't put other people's business out there like that. So if you feel a certain way, then it's just you feeling a certain way. Old, young, new, old, whatever. All I'm saying is I am 39 years old. I'm happy I'm going to have my baby before I'm 40. I have other children. It's been 9 years since I had a child. So, anyways, I don't like when people look down their nose at me. I'm not even saying any specific people again, but if you smile in my face and act like I need to be rebuked or something, or like something is wrong with me, then that's a problem. You might want to do something yourself, and that's it. I don't sit there and dwell on old crap. You know, there's a lot of giving people a chance and stuff. Just like Jesus forgives, that's how I am. But I'm not a fool either, and I'm not going to subject myself. I'm not going to go anywhere where I don't feel welcome or whatever, you know. Anyway, let me check on the break. Let's see that. Something really hot. Sorry, I'm not trying to have you all chilling by yourself over there. Oh yeah. Here's some corn. Alright. And hello, Lisa.
Hi, I'm just checking on you.
You turned the oven off, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I've turned it off.
Yeah, because there was only like 10 minutes left. But my kids know. They don't turn it off. It's just going beep, beep. Anyway. Yeah, this is all pretty much done here. I'll let it cool down a little bit. Any questions before you see? Well, I was talking about today, but I didn't say any specifics about anything because, like I said it already twice, that I'm not a social media whore. Just to clarify, as far as, you know, I make music. If anybody forgot or didn't realize what's going on these days with music, you can't sell CDs. I'm not really a touring type of musician. I am a freestyle artist. That means I go in the studio, I make up a beat, and I work quickly too. I have so much music. If you don't believe me, look and check for yourself. I don't even write music. I could, and I have, but it's been years now. Every now and then something might come to me, like a couple lyrics, but you can tell. You can tell the difference. Like, check my music from Clip. It's spelled CLYP. Some of it is on, I posted it on my Facebook. Anyways, you can see the difference with a lot of the stuff from Clip early on. The songs are numbered, so you can tell the difference when I was writing. Anyways, people might think, because I'm not just like making just straight up religious, God is good, and it's not that he is, like, I talk about that, but I'm talking about all kinds of life this and life that. God is life.
Yep.
Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. You want to throw it out for me, baby? Thank you so much.
Oh, oh. The fly got in my face.
Oh, no. Anyway.
I tried to take time to get out. It looks like brick. Yes, they do look like brick.
They're Italian.
Have a fun.
So, anyways, it was a good day. My kids got baptized.
Just like the thing on your head and your, what is it called?
Anointing.
Anointing.
You got baptized with oil, right? Or it's like, well, holy
Oil.
water is kind of like
Why
has
would they
oil
do
in it. I
oil?
don't know.
Holy water.
I don't know. I'm not a preacher. Like, just like I'm not a doctor. So, but I know everything I've gone through in life. I've taken those good and bad experiences that I learned, and, you know, all of that matters. And this is my big huggy bear, because Elisa Love, her middle name is Love. Shivani Nevaeh is her twin.
It's spelled
And
Giovanni.
Jayla Angel is my older girl. Malachi Springs is my oldest boy. And then my youngest boy, who is 9, he was named, like, his father's middle name is Amin, which is like, it's like a Muslim name for like, a savior type of, like, anyways, Amin Justice. His name was changed, but anyways,
I mean, just.
he's a very good kid. No, you guys don't get to see him, but that's all. Anyways, we don't have to talk about all of that because whatever. This is social media. My life isn't y'all business. Whatever I want to tell you is my personal choice. If you want to look down your nose at me, then that's your choice. But then you have to look in the mirror and realize that you ain't shit. So, and that's if anybody wants to look down their nose at me, because I'm not looking down my nose at people. I don't treat people like crap. I treat people how they want to be treated. Now, I've gone through things in life, so I can relate with certain people, maybe more than others, but yes, you can try it too. There's a little butter and, I'm not gonna lie, I put a little sugar in there. Because I wanted it to taste like it came from the corn festival. Terry, why don't you entertain the people for a second, because I want to make sure, I want to try to finish.
It looked like I'm invisible because my shorts are so black. No, it looked like I have no legs. It looks like, yeah, it looks like I have no legs. You need help? Okay, good. Got it. You can see the grill.
I showed them this food a little bit, but it is dark out first.
We have more food, but it's inside the house.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I didn't say all the food, but
Yeah. Looks like I have bald head. Looks like I'm bald headed.
okay, yeah, don't stand here. I don't want you to hurt your feet. You don't have shoes on, little girl. I'm just gonna sit down for a second. my god. Whew.
Right in.
I just want to sit down for a second. So anyways, I thought Cheese the cat was walking
Yeah,
up.
I
So
thought
your shadow was like a fluffy black cat was walking up.
he was gonna walk up to me.
Okay. This is a great week. I'm not gonna let things, get in the way. I just hope people know values that are different, I guess. Values are not demonic. I think it's just hard for people to accept sometimes when they believe things their whole life or something, and you're so devout to church. And I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm coming from a real place. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but again, I don't think it's nice to not make like gay people feel welcome. Like, I think that they should go to church too. Maybe I'm coming from a personal place. Maybe I know some people or a person that I'm not gonna I'm not going to blast anybody because I'm not gonna make anybody feel uncomfortable. But let's just say, what if there was somebody there, and what if that person maybe missed like somebody saying something? You know what I mean? What if? And then because they missed that, they said something bad about gay people in church and stuff, so that person still attended the church service and they got the word because they missed it. They missed the person. They wasn't there when they said something. So you might want to think about that, whoever and anybody. I don't want to hurt that person. I didn't say anything to that person about anybody, oh, this is what they believe in. That's the thing. I think that a lot of people know, but again, it's not like, anyways, I'm not here to just make anybody and everybody feel like crap or whatever. That's not me.
But
I just don't think I should feel like crap and not know why somebody is like kind of being mean. And like I said, I just felt like I felt like I was just being shamed as a woman for like doing something. I don't know. It just, anyway, because that's like, you see that a lot.
I feel like church people should be treated all the same because they said they accept people. But
this is coming from a child, a very innocent,
be
good child who loves love. As I said, her middle name is Love.
If you're nice and you love people, church people are love. They love people, and you should be treating regular people because we're all the same, and
right.
You should be treating everybody the same.
Jesus, as you know, Jesus wants us all to accept Him and have love. So there you go. Again, it's about our actions and what we do, how we treat each other. I don't want to be mean to anybody. God gets mad at times, and obviously that is a normal thing. I'm not going crazy here. I'm not doing irrational things, but I don't think somebody should be smiling in my face when I'm upset or sad or whatever. It's not, or look, it's just, anyways. I know I'm a good person. You can't tell me otherwise. I know I'm a sane person. I'm not a crazy person. I think this world has taught us or brainwashed people to believe that crazy is sane and sane is crazy. And I'm not even just, I'm okay. Being so normal and average is just like not crazy, but being an individual is crazy, even though I'm not irrational with my thoughts and everything I'm saying makes sense and it adds up, but I'm wrong. I think that, like, again, sometimes people have a problem with, okay, they're taught this, they're taught that. Well, guess what? There are breakthroughs all the time. I am not taking this on my own. Like, I'm not just coming out of nowhere with these things, and everything I'm saying, there's like facts and things to back it up with. I'm not like saying, like, I'm not coming out with lies or things that doesn't make sense. Everything I'm saying does make sense. As a child here, what I'm saying, she understands and agrees, right? It's just exactly. I'm not brainwashing her. I'm not forcing her to think things.
Yeah,
My kids know.
I just came out here to see what she was doing.
Yeah, and she checks up on me, and so I make sure my kids are good and happy, and they're good kids. People tell me that because they see that it's work. If I just didn't do anything, if I didn't care, then they wouldn't be good people, right? And we all have to constantly work on ourselves to be good people. Again, we all make errors in judgment and stuff. Again, today, had I understood exactly what happened and that somebody was mad about what I did, but even though I wasn't personally trying to victimize anybody, and I never was, because I never was like, oh, you, da 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 da. No, again, where's my kitty, my cat friend, Peace, lovey. Come here, pretty boy. Oh, he's just a big old fluffy baby. You look like he just woke up or something. I feel like he just came out from the house and came out. He's so funny. Come here, you.
You smell like bacon.
Baby. He's just a sweet cat.
You can barely.
He's just my big old
more
teddy
brighter
bear
in
friend.
real life. It's just like the camera looks like you can't even see his eyes, but you can see.
Yeah, I have a cat, Kittums, but Peas is our good buddy, and he's always welcome here.
Another cat that's walking by. What's her name?
He's just so.
What do you like to call him?
Come here, cuddle bear.
He's trained. He
Come here, I want a hug. I want a hug from my Peas.
He's trained.
Come here, baby.
He's
You big old fluffy. Oh, he's rolling around, rolling on. Oh, he might have a little ghetto. You want to roll around all cute. Lick your paws and stuff. He's a nice, cuddly baby. I know he real black, but he's got like a lot of, like, you can't really see because it's dark out, but he has like brown and like gray and like he's got like highlights in his fur. And he's just a beautiful boy, and he's so cuddly, and he's got such a great heart. This cat has been my good friend for years now. Since I've been living here, pretty much. I've been living here since 2017, and he started coming around, and his dad, like, they live down the street, and like, so he just cuts like through the yard and comes over. My friend used to come down here more. He started the cat food in the mailbox, because yeah, my friend had like a bunch of cat food from his old cat, and so he just put this little thing in the mailbox. And anyways, I'm feeding Mr. P. And there's some other local cats too. Anyway, though, his values, family values are very important. We don't have enough of that anymore these days. This is what I talked about. Old school, and I talked about like new school. There's all this technology and great things, but then society and the world has gotten worse and all that stuff. And again, yes, there's a lot of demonic activity in anything and everywhere, but it's a lot of confusion. It's not gay people. It's not all music. It's like there are a lot of messed up stuff, but just because I make music does not make me like a demon, because if anything, the fact that I have not gotten paid for anything, I don't do gigs, like I have not been accepted in that, like I don't get feedback. I don't get, like, I just get ignored when I try to reach out. But you see, I know what's up. I listen to what I do. I just basically listen to my music. I don't listen to the radio. It's not that I don't ever, because if you watch the video from the Taste of Buffalo, you see that I do listen. There was music, and this is like a lot of the stuff from like 90s, early 2000s stuff that I grew up on. Anyways, yes, it's just a lot of the stuff now is like and I've gone down the drain. It's not that everything is, but I try, my kids can tell you, I don't let them know, like, I don't like that. No, you're not listening to this. I don't want to hear that, blah, blah, blah. I try to instill values with them.
No.
But at the same time, I also encourage my kids to make music as well. They have made music with me. It's been fun. I would love to have it out there more for the public. Some of it is on my YouTube. But again, like, if I wasn't like shunned by society so much basically, or just like I said, because I'm not a demon. So anyway, everything is basically ass backwards. As I said, ass backwards, because that's what it is. For years I tried not to cuss on a lot of songs, and I did pretty good, but then it's like I did that again, like, but you know what, some things need to be said in a certain way. But am I going overboard? Am I being derogatory? Like, no. But am I funny a little bit? Yes, but not funny in a bad way. Like, bless you, Peas. See, he was named Peas Lovey because he's like a sweet pea. Like, he's so sweet. Anyway, so I have a song, and I'm cussing right now. Oh my god. It's called fucking ass. It's like fucking assholes. And then, it sounds like terrible, like as far as like, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds terrible. Like, you guys, it's funny though. I'm talking about people who are jerks, but then but that's why, like, I'm saying it, and then as I'm saying it, I'm like, oh, that sounds terrible. It's terrible. It sounds terrible. It's funny. There's certain TV shows and stuff I watch that are funny. Like, believe me, my mom doesn't get some of my humor, the shows I watch and stuff like that. But I'm not watching stuff that is like really bad for you. It's just, anyways, it's just that my era or genre, we've grown up watching some of like adult cartoons. It's just hilarious, funny stuff, not like disgusting, like pornography. No, we're not going there, because that's not what it is. It's funny and it's entertaining. But is that all I watch or involve in my life? No, I do a lot of intelligent things. But part of the thing that you can do that's intelligent is have humor in your life, because you need to laugh sometimes. You need to get through all of the stuff. And no, I didn't watch anything funny to get to this point to make this video. I'm just, like I said, clarity is a big thing. When I realized, like, that, anyways, when you realize things like, oh, okay, no wonder I didn't think that somebody felt targeted, because I wasn't targeting anybody. I was speaking of, and honestly, I put what I put out there for the world, because it was just from over here on YouTube and there on YouTube, and then just seeing something. Like, it's just, like I said, I've been victimized, and like, there's sexism everywhere. I am a woman that is a music producer. I make all my own beats. I do really good, okay? There's a lot of crappy music out there. Don't you want good music? Does that mean that for somebody to use my beats that they have to cuss? No. Does that mean that if somebody wants to work with me and I do stuff for them, or they want my help with lyrics or beats or anything, that I have to cuss? Like, no. I've made church music. Check my on my YouTube, the Lord's Prayer. That's something me and my ex have done. Like, we did that song, I have a bunch of other religious songs, okay?
Say hi.
Little piece of corn, whatever it is.
I was sitting trying to put the food right here. So
I know, you was trying to get peas to
in the
come
camera.
up. Come here, you.
In the camera.
Where?
I stepped off it. Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Aw, I'm sorry for this.
It's okay.
You just shouldn't
I
make
think he
fun.
want to eat. I think he just want to eat.
He probably
He,
does.
he loves to eat.
He's just a nice boy.
There's a little food in here.
Peasy for sheezy.
You can barely see him. Like,
Well, yeah, and it's
oh,
dark
he's not
out.
in the camera now.
Well, no, but he was for a second. There's his tail. There's his little cat head. Oh, he's so cute.
Do you see him?
It's dark.
He's dark.
No, it's dark out, so you would be able to see him if it wasn't dark out, but whatever. Not picking on my peas. Are those my peas? My camera, this old,
You
okay?
can show him.
This tablet's a little old.
It's
There
probably
you
more
go.
better.
Oh.
Wait, if you put it, maybe you can see him from here.
He's eating some cat food out of his bowl. Yeah, it's still lighting. A little bit better.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the camera. That's the bird's nest. I think my neighbor, his dad, his cat daddy, took it down. He's got fluffy everything. His fluffy butt, fluffy tail. He's lovely. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, bless
He
you.
keep on seeing him. Wow. Does he got a puff?
Well, just so anybody I did make music today earlier, so of course well, yeah. Anyway, I was thinking about making some videos tonight, but we'll see, Yeah, probably.
Please, you can see his head.
I could have just came out here and made the videos instead of doing this, but I just wanted to do that because, like I said, I like people to see that I'm perfectly sane and I'm just awesome, and if you can't accept it, then you just don't want to accept God. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. But that's the whole point. We have to be humble and accept Jesus, and that nobody is perfectly right. Because, like, whenever I'm wrong about something, like, because sometimes you can be so sure, and then like I was talking about my friend and how I was saying, when I slipped in the snow a couple times, like during the weather, like the storm over, the winter, I was like, I slipped over in the one spot. And he's like, no, I bet you slipped somewhere else. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna place a bet, but whatever, we can go out there and look. Like he wanted to go out and look. So then when I realized, he's like, we'll see the tracks and blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. So there we go. But this is not one of those times, sorry. But am I saying that people they don't have God or something? No, just like I did all this music, I have all this experience with it, and that's how I got so good with it. It's the same idea, and that's anything. Just like doctors, they know what they're doing. Like when I've gotten denied medical care in the past and stuff like that, I was like, hey, I'm not a doctor. That's free. That's your job. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not here to tell people how to do their jobs or whatever that may be, but I just know what my expertise is on, and I know what I know, and I know about feelings and emotions and how to treat people and all of that kind of stuff. And just like God gets angry, I can get angry too. But I'm a good person, and I don't have a temper. It's just whatever. It is what it is. I channel my emotions in my music, and I try to make sense of things. But yes, I go in all different directions in a good way, and I would like to think that it's a good thing what I do with music, because I give people the opportunity to make music about anything, and they don't have to be all closed-minded and just make love songs or just this or that. It's just there's so many ways you can go with it.
Yeah.
And again, God, Jesus is life, right? So why not, make music about life, different
Yep.
things. Like
We'll be drinking the water. The water in a cup.
everything I've done with music is like there's something happened for a reason. Anyway, if you ever want to ask me about anything, I'll be happy to explain anything to you. And some things you might feel kind of stupid, just like I said about like that one song, whatever I was just talking about. Like
Say hi.
there's nothing is like really graphic. Like there's so much worse things out there. I'm just funny and like not in a bad way. I have humor. Anyways, if you want to know, you can ask. We can do some interviews or something because I'm ready for all of that. I would like to get paid for what I do. I was hoping for money for rights to have my music in movies and TV and stuff like that. But you see, that's been an issue because of the way the world is. But the world needs to change, and it is slowly changing, and you have to have faith. And if you back me up, then you're backing yourself up if you want good, if you want a better life. Like, if you don't have faith in me, you don't have faith in yourself.
Now before it's too late because Jesus is coming soon.
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell her to say it here.
I think I heard it.
No, you just know you're coming from a real place. You did hear that.
Yeah, I did.
You're taking other people's words and you're throwing it back at them. And, like, this is what I do with my life, and I learn from everything, and that's what it's about. This girl right here is an honor roll student. She's getting bumped up to a better school, and she could be like young Sheldon in a few years, if, the way she's going with it. I'm very proud of her. I wasn't an honor roll student. I mean, I'm just saying, maybe if I was pushed a little more, but I'm not even picking on nobody. Again, if there was, she's just very smart. I didn't, I wasn't like really strict about it. It's just, I always encourage them to be intelligent and work on their stuff, but I'm not going to take credit for what my daughter does. I'm not, just like with music, I'm not too pushy with them, but I encourage them to do it. And the more, like, Malachi always, like, sing and make music, like, songs with his mouth and stuff. I'm like, take those noises and stuff you do and put it in the studio on the beat. But he is so good with making beats. He does, like, like dubstep or techno stuff. I'm talking about when he goes in the studio. Now he does make beats. Oh, excuse me. He's so good. He needs to do that more. All my kids got musical abilities, and I encourage that. But again, they're children. Just like with showbiz. I don't push this stuff on them. I take all that seriously. I want them to be kids. I don't want them to grow up too fast, but I want them to be responsible and, all of that. Anyways, if you see I'm a good person, then you know that I am, and you should never question, that's why it's like I said, when people are hurtful and they don't want to think, they don't want to acknowledge either whatever. People don't want to admit they're wrong at all, but I wasn't saying they were saying, oh, you're wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is my opinion about people, like gay people and all that. Like it's not about that. Like, it's about whoever you are. Are you a good person? Are you doing the right thing? That's the most important thing. Every day we have to try. It's not all about money and charity and stuff. I see good in different people and different things, but we have to incorporate all this stuff as a whole and really pinpoint it and break it down, right? I don't care. You don't have to give me credit for any of this, but just acknowledge them, right, in your own way, and actually apply that to your life.
And yeah.
Because people have learned from me, and I don't go around bragging about all this. I don't do that. I just go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing. That's it. I spread the word through my music and social media. When I put videos out there, I try to help people to spread the word. Like, people make music, and I'm like at the Taste of Buffalo. I'm putting people out there so they can get attention because they're musicians, they're local musicians that they need to, like, yeah, they're doing good, they do their gigs or whatever, but I'm helping to get them more attention, and that's good. I was told that these people got 4,000 five, it was 4.5K, that's what I was told, video, like they got seen by that many people. I'm like, wow. My phone is old, my tablet is old, so I don't know. I'm not being told how many people are watching live or whatever. Do I go and look back? Anyways, if I've seen something and somebody is bashing somebody, I wouldn't be cool with that. Like, I don't want people to. I stick up for my friends and family and people. I don't want people to bash people that I care about. I'm not bashing people that I care about, even if I don't know you. And like, but the whole point, like I said, when it comes to religion, it was just something that was bothering me recently about. Because I'll see people and I respect them, and I'm like, yeah, this is on point, this is on point. But then when it comes to, like I said, the views about gay people, I'm like, you know what? This is how I feel. And I don't understand how you could take that personally when maybe it's an issue because you might know that I'm right, and you don't want to acknowledge, like, that maybe people are not God and they got a little bit, vision got cloudy or something. Again, your actions, because, like, okay, I was saying this too about my kids and stuff. I am not married. I never got married. I was with their father more than 7 years, so it would be like a legal marriage. But do I regret having my children? Oh no, that's the whole point. If I had waited to get married, I wouldn't have had my beautiful children. So again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get married. Me personally, I'm not just going to marry anybody, and I don't want to get in a relationship because I've been traumatized. There was abuse in the past. Again, the abuse, I'm not going to say it was all like, oh, we just blame society 100%. They can take action on that. But because I've been around people that were traumatized and they did not put their hands on me. So anyways, you know what I mean? Not that I didn't provoke it all, or, you know what I mean? You get in arguments with people and you say things, or, you know what I'm saying? But did they do anything to hurt me physically? Oh, no. Nope. So again, that does matter, but, you know, why should people be so stressed out and then that's accepted, and then certain kind of people, well, whatever. I don't want to make this a whole racial issue right now, because then it looks like, oh, I hate white people, which I do not. But all I'm saying is that you have to, doesn't matter who you are, you want to understand other people and accept them. Try to, you know what I mean? You want to understand and just be understanding, right? Anyway, white people, like, remember the movie is called Dear White People? Here we go. You have to understand that racism does exist and it does affect people. And me, myself, personally, being with, in different relationships, black men, and, like, it would be the same thing if a white man dates a black girl. Because I am watching The Bachelorette recently, and it's a great, this season is great. Yes, it does. Anyways, can I talk, girl, please? I love you to death, and I know you're just being a silly kid. Go ahead and say what you're saying.
Even if somebody's a different color, everybody should be treated the right way. It don't matter what your skin is, because if you treat somebody bad, you have consequences to your actions.
Yes, exactly. See how smart she is, my honorable baby. You see this girl, she is mixed. She has the best of both worlds, right? There you go.
And everybody should be treated right.
Yes. And we have to go out of our way and make people feel welcome. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been getting at. I tried. But if you make me feel unwelcome or like uncomfortable, then that's not cool, right? Like, I'm not trying to make you feel a certain way. I know a while back I was in a certain park years ago when the day that my daughters, these kids, we were at the Greyhound and we left the freaking school tablets. I won't say which kid, because that would just be mean, but one of the kids left it in like the little, there's like the glass door on the outside, the one on the inside was like in the glass purse. We got all the way home on the bus and we realized it was left there, so we stayed on that same bus and we just basically got right by the house. We stayed on the bus turned around, we went back, went to the Greyhound, told them what happened, we watched the videos, blah blah blah. My friend Kristen helped me to she helped a lot in the situation. They did, I think they found the guy who got it. Like, the whole point was they were able to, she said something about that to check the garbage can, and sure enough, the backpack that had the tablets in it was found in the garbage can. At one point during this mission, we was in the park, and I wasn't trying to be nasty, but my kids were like trying to get some free stuff, and I was just like, no, like, I threw this stuff down. Yeah, do you see what we were in the middle of, like a serious situation? See, that's the whole point. We had to go ahead and put down like basically we were going through the whole police just the whole process of the police report, we were trying to find the person and whatever. They did get the person, whatever. They weren't able to find the tablets. Now, also, during this time, because it was during the pandemic, I'm not gonna lie, I used my kids' tablets, the school tablets, and I made beats on it because it had GarageBand on it. But the funny thing is, so whoever got this stuff, if they ever tried to use these beats because I didn't make them into MP3s, I didn't know how to do that from the tablets. I don't know how that works exactly. Anyways, I used every single one of those beats. There was a bunch of them from both of the tablets that I used them both, and I recorded, and they're all on YouTube. Anyways, I'm not concerned about that. I lost music years ago. Before I started going and making music in the library for because I started doing that in 2016, so that was like more of a professional aspect. Before that, I would use my keyboard and a tape recorder and record, I would make music. And anyway, I'm just saying, but I had mixtapes, and then they got stolen or lost or thrown out or something because I was away. And anyway, that was the only thing I cared about as far as all my possessions. I asked, several people hold those for me, and I don't know. I never found out what happened. But again, so anyways, though, just like, I had stuff, anyways, I don't have to talk about all my, like, little details of, because there's so much I can talk about my life, good or bad.
I appreciate I asked you with the video.
We can bring this food in. I'm about to wrap this up here. Will you put this away, please? Anyways, I just wanted to let you know me on a personal level. So, like I said, if you ever encountered me or you felt like I was a jerk or I looked like an asshole or crazy or whatever the case, you know, like I said, during an emergency, and yeah, that's what was going on, and my friend Kristen can confirm it. She'd be happy to explain that to you, the situation, and confirm that the kids' tablets were basically, yes, they was left, but then because of the video camera and the fact that all the person had to do was like return it, and I don't know who this person was, and I don't care, because the whole point was that me and my kid's father was not going to be responsible for something that was like $700. Who has that kind of money? If you know something is for a child and it belongs to the school, then I think you might want to return it, right? Like, you find something is one thing, but then when police are like, hey, that's the child's school tablet, oh, I'm sorry, here you go. Anyways, and I know they was told to, so I don't know what all happened after that. It's not like I went to court or anything. I'm not like a cop calling type of person, but I'm not like a person like, go ahead and do crime either. I feel like if somebody's doing wrong, then they're doing wrong, and you know it'll be justified. And yes, you should stand up for yourself. And anyways, I'm not here to go on and on about my life. Just really wanted to clarify what happened today. Yes, that's the corn. Yes, you can show some finished products of food.
But the other food's in the house, like
Yes.
I said.
Well,
The sweet potatoes, the corn, the sweet potatoes is in the house, and
we have sweet potato fries,
crab bites.
chicken patties, and crab bites that's upstairs. That made in the oven. This is the Italian sausage patties. Oh, yay. Dropping utensils. Can you see it? Yeah, it looks like burgers, but they are actually Italian sausage. And here's the rice. Exciting, I know. Good. It's going to be great and delicious. And obviously there's plenty enough food. But the whole point is, I do like to make soul food. And yes, I was watching the Boondocks last night or early this morning or whatever. And the Boondocks is a cartoon and adult cartoon, which is great. It's you know you gotta learn about life and realness. Sometimes you have to understand other cultures. I don't just watch one kind of culture or something or be in tune with. There you go. Like my daughter Jayla is 14 and she watches foreign films. When I was 13, I did the same thing, and I told her that, so she's happy, like, and see, it's good, like, my kids look up to me, and that's great. I love that. I don't push them to be like that, like, it's great when your kids look up to you and want to be like you. She wants us, we're gonna get glasses together, she wants us to get the same kind, and, like, so we look like twins. I'm like, that's great. That's just beautiful. Like, I love that. Like, I didn't make her make that decision. I'm like, okay, cool. We just we'll find something that we both like.
You talk about my
So,
older sister, not me, guys.
Yeah, because just in case you're curious about that. Like, I've been wearing contacts since I was 13. Before that, like, they didn't always have all kinds of cool glasses when I was a kid. And you see how my nose is, glasses will fall off my nose. Now, there's all kinds of different glasses, and now it's cool to have big old glasses. Maybe the big old ones will stay on your face better, but Jayla's, like, nose is kind of structured like mine, too, so we basically will have to have similar glasses anyways if we want to keep them, like, have them staying on our face, so it all works out. But anyways, I hope you get to know me as a person. When I made my little video the other day, you call it my rant or whatever the hell, Girl, okay, we're
It
gonna
really
get.
smells like a burger, but it looks burnt because it's on there, but it's not really, it's not
It's
burnt.
the charbroil part, but when you bite into it, it'll taste the Italian sausage.
Yeah, it really
Well, it's
smells
like
a
Italian patty. It's like not. It doesn't. When it's like that, there's not the casing or whatever. Anyway, what was I saying about the ranch? I don't know, but like I said, I don't do stuff to hurt people. I try to make things better and have understanding and make the world a better place. And I'm not gonna give up. And I don't know to tell people like, if you don't understand, you don't understand. But you see who I am, and oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say about the ranch. Oh, that cool air feels so good. It's so cool.
understand you, then you have to understand that.
I try to understand, but I know like closed-minded is closed-minded. I'm not trying to say everybody's super closed-minded or people aren't educated with things, but you also have to open your mind to the possibilities of things. People once believed the earth was flat. Like, think about that. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that was like Christopher Columbus, and then they like whatever. There's so much. Like, think about how I'm not even. Yeah, it's just there's so much stuff. They say so much bad stuff about. Like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna go there. All these politicians and people like make things look bad. It's just. Oh my God, I'm not here to feed anybody any kind of bull. I just know that from what I can see, it looks like our earth is not flat. And everything, there's so many facts to back that up. But some people actually do believe the earth is flat. So that's just kind of neurotic or something. Anyway, there's people that are narcissists, and I'm not one of those people. A narcissist just kind of doesn't care about others. But anyway, I'm not saying anybody in the church group or anywhere, I'm not saying that they're narcissists. I'm talking about that I've encountered some of those people. You can't just like feed lies. Lies. Like, that is narcissism. What I'm saying, my belief, I don't feel like I'm wrong because based on the word of God and all that, like I don't know. It's just you have to think about things like you have to look at everything as a whole, put it all together like a puzzle. Okay, here we go right here. Because I'm gonna wrap this up.